the fulcrum of it, some would say, for the past 2 weeks. Listen to this. Okay, let's put out that information.
को कुछ ख़ास खबर बताना चाहूँगा। अभी रात के लगभग 12:30 बज रहे हैं। अभी थोड़ी देर पहले केंद्रीय मंत्री जेपी नड्डा साहब और जितेंद्र सिंह साहब यहाँ आए थे और लद्दाख के एपेक्स बॉडी के शीर्ष नेतागण भी यहाँ आए थे। और उससे पहले आप लोगों को मालूम है विभिन्न राजनीतिक दलों के लगभग 65 सांसदों ने आकर और हस्ताक्षर देकर हमसे अनशन तोड़ने के लिए कहा और वो संसद में इस मुद्दे पर नीट पेपर्स और परीक्षाओं की प्रणाली पर चर्चा करेंगे, ये आश्वासन दिया। और जो सरकार से इस तरफ से मंत्रीगण आए थे उन्होंने भी ये आश्वासन दिया, जिसका कि 2 दिन से हम बहुत ही कड़ा क्या कहेंगे, एक तरह का बार्गेन चल रहा था कि मुझे आश्वासन चाहिए और लिखित में चाहिए, और इसमें 2 दिन लगे और मुझे इसलिए अनशन पर 2 दिन और बैठना पड़ा, और ज़्यादा भी बैठ जाता तो आखिर में आज उन्होंने लिखकर आश्वासन दिया है।
Statement from the government side. Government is positive on not registering cases against those protesting peacefully at Jantar Mantar in Delhi and those participating in the march to the Parliament on July 20, 2026. The government has already assured threadbare discussions to find solutions to paper leaks and educational reforms for exams in the Parliament. Besides, the government is also positively considering suitable compensations for the suicide victims of recent NEET paper leaks. ये हमारे साइड से
Thank you. I have my leaders from the apex body of Ladakh and the KDA were also here, and they have flown all the way from Ladakh, and I'm grateful to them. Thank you.
There will be one by one.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. After 26 days, this tastes very good, but hunger doesn't taste bad. नमस्कार दोस्तों।
Yeah, so Arzu, let's cull through this. Okay. So government has said positively considering means that one of the demands was compensation to the families, 1 crore to the suicide cases. Is that an unreasonable demand? No, it's a reasonable demand. So that's going to happen now. We're pretty clear on this. A new law is coming on the fast track courts as early as Monday. Everybody is gone. The secretaries are gone, the NCRT, the NTA, everybody's been replaced. Okay. The cases now, I know it's quote unquote peaceful protesters won't be charged. But who's going to identify if there is a fight that has taken place, that this man or this woman was standing by peacefully, but this man was the agent provocateur? That's a difficult one. I think the bottom line is all cases, all FIRs simply get dropped, because the protesters are then alleging, no, the police were instigating us, they put, infiltrators. It just one, you can't, there's no coming out of this. Lawyers were jumped in, it's no coming out of this. All cases, we have to assume, don't go anywhere or FIRs get dropped. So it's now just becoming the standoff. It's enough for Sonam Wangchuk. He's saying, okay, I wanted all of this in writing. I wish I had gotten it a day earlier, but so be it, I've gotten it in writing now. Sonam Wangchuk is satisfied. So now it's just revolving on this meeting, and literally whether we have a one-upmanship standoff over one singular matter, which is around Dharmendra Pradhan. I think this now is boiling down to just that. Arzu?
Well, yes, Rishabh, it's good to see that there is continuous communication between the government and CJP, the protesters. And in fact, Sonam Wangchuk have shared that the government is ready to talk about. In fact, the government has given the assurance. The first assurance was that no FIR will be lodged against those who has done the Santat Chalo March on July 20th, and no legal action will be taken against those. And the secondly was the children who died in the paper leak accident, more than 20 numbers, will be given appropriate compensation, and compensation will be provided to their families. So this is also what has been accepted. But thirdly, there will be a thorough discussion and debate in the parliament on this issue, and on bringing the accountability to the government in education and in the examination, to ensure that this does not happen again, and there is a full accountability for what has happened. So definitely the children, the protesters are all demanding for the accountability from the government, because the protest is now going on from last more than 25 days, and there was no such accountability that the government was taking. There was no dialogue between the government and the Cockroach Janata Party. But now what we are witnessing is a good sign that there is a communication that is happening. But there is a one thing that Sonam Wangchuk in fact talked about, that you will be asking about what happened to the resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, which I was demanding. So definitely, Sonam Wangchuk has said that this is not only the loss for the students and to me, but this will also cost to the government if Dharmendra Pradhan doesn't resign. So definitely still, he said that if he doesn't do this, doesn't resign, it would not harm the children, or else it would harm the government itself by by avoiding the this issue. He is harming himself.
Yes,
And,
absolutely correct. And so what does that matter? Okay, that's the point here. Okay, that if it was efficacious to solve the problem, I don't think Dharmendra Pradhan would hold himself as the person who wants to be at the center of this kind of attention or this kind of scrutiny at this unhappy circumstance. I don't think he would want that. I don't think government would want that. What we don't, rest of us who are not, who are watching this and seeing this and are unhappy with just unhappy things, what we don't want is we take a position because we've taken a position, and now that position is taken, we won't move. That doesn't achieve anything. Then it's about ego, it's about one-upmanship, grandstanding. We don't want government to be doing this. We don't want the protest leaders to be doing this. Just remember what the original cause was. You wanted accountability, you got assurances straight from the top. You got the parliament conversation, so everybody now can, and there are intelligent people. I know we mock our parliamentarians, our netas very often. It's in democracies, it's a happenstance to mock people, but there are actually intelligent people sitting in parliament who will have intelligent suggestions, solutions, creative solutions, and I'm hoping they rally behind getting this new bill passed on Monday as well. So hopefully action happens. So what we want is to be heading in the right direction. We now seem to be. It seems patently obvious that the government of India, which is a party to this, because the protest is appealing things from the government of India, not from the government of Delhi or the government of Haryana or the government of Rajasthan or the government of Tamil Nadu, from the government of India, that the government of India wants to engage, wants to solve the problem. You've had that assurance now, not once but twice, straight from the top. That assurance from the Prime Minister has come up with an already action plan. Everybody who was part of the education system, examination system, has already been replaced, barring one, Okay, and we can argue till quite literally the cows come home on what that changes or doesn't. So when we are now talking, that talking has to be a conversation, which is what has happened between Dr. Jitendra Singh, JP Nadda and Sonam Wangchuk yesterday. He wanted that conversation in writing. He has got it. That note does not speak about the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. It speaks about no cases, okay, perfectly reasonable, compensation, perfectly reasonable, parliamentary discussion, perfectly reasonable. And Sonam Wangchuk has been assuaged at this stage by the earnestness of that note given in writing and read out by none other than JP Nadda in front of camera, which Sonam Wangchuk has subsequently posted. So it's in writing, it's on record permanently, okay, and positively considering his government speak for we are getting it done, right? Now, we want to have that conversation at 12:30. It should be a conversation. That's the only sense of logic that I can still appeal, having done this long time ago. And you're just so angry right now. You're tired. You're frustrated. You're really upset with what the police have done. Okay? You're just angry right now. And it takes a lot of maturity to be able to have practical conversations when you haven't slept, you're sick, you've probably been running fever, you're upset, you're angry, you've seen your friends beaten up. It will take a superhuman level of maturity, far-sightedness to continue de-escalating the situation, to say, okay, some sort of concrete action needs to happen, and then be a part of the same team trying to solve the same problem. It's not media versus other media, or come on, those things are not real, trust me. Everybody is fighting the same fight here. Who wants this? You think the media wants this protest to be taking place? You think government wants it? You think the colleges want it? You think the protesters, their parents want it? The kids themselves want it? This is how they plan to spend July? No, nobody wants it. Okay? It's an unhappy circumstance. To things in retrospect, this could have been done, that could have been done, but bottom line is paper leak happened, too many have happened, okay, for it to just be one accident. We now know a mafia operates. We have to go after that mafia. But I was discussing this with my editorial team over the past few days, and we've been running this mission Exam Shield, okay, for that reason, because where does this end? What's the end goal? Is the end goal that we are going to have civil war on the streets of Delhi? No, that's nobody's end goal. Okay, should government be thinking let's just beat them up? No, they absolutely should not be thinking that. Okay, and if one person in some officialdom was thinking that, they've got another thing coming, right? So that's not the truth. Okay, important update coming in from the Delhi police. Amid the protests that have happened, they have been blocking